help clients minimize partner risk selection in China by helping them answer two basic questions when they're facing a Chinese counterparty. Is the person or the company clean, and is their money clean? And are they going to be a risk or liability for us? And we do this by conducting an extensive background check on the other party. And the background check, the Know Your Client background check, as we call it, consists of two sections. One is a desktop search, what we call a desktop search, which basically focuses on obtaining information about the other party from government databases, litigation databases, bankruptcy databases, international sanctions, terrorist finance databases, and we create a basic understanding of the party by doing this. The second stage of the background check is we deploy a team of on-the-ground investigators to conduct discrete queries about the reputation and the situation of the party. During this phase, we usually uncover a wealth of information that is just not available, obviously, in the public record. We talk to suppliers, we talk to members of the business community, competitors, government officials, and then we make sure that we dig out as many skeletons as we can during this phase. After we conclude the background check and the client has a good understanding of the other party, we, if required, sometimes we move on to the source of funds report to make sure that the money is actually clean. And we partner with a local accounting firm in China that goes through the records of the company, in this case, and make sure that A, their accounting practices are up to international standards, and then B, make sure that the origin of the funds that are being moved out of China, that are being used for the investment project, just make sure that they are from legitimate sources. And this is critical for obviously M&A cases, as well as investor immigration projects. When you have a Chinese investor that's coming to the UK, going to the US, Cyprus, Malta, all these places, because they need to make sure that the source of the funds is legitimate. And finally, once we help the client determine whether the counterparty and their funds are clean today, we help them design and implement programs to ensure that the counterparty remains clean, and they're clean tomorrow and next year and going forward. And this is critical because in our experience, many of the problems with partner selection gone wrong actually start manifesting themselves after 1 or 2 years. They do not manifest immediately. So it is very important to keep looking, keep monitoring, and make sure that you ensure that their future behavior does not become a liability for you. So periodic background checks and all sorts of SOP, standard operating procedure reviews, to make sure that it becomes, risk management becomes a part of everything that the company does in China. Well, first of all, people should work with us because we understand China. Our colleagues collectively, we have been working in China for over 3 decades, helping initially state-owned enterprises from China going outside. Obviously, we helped many foreign investors come into China, and then recently we started helping a new wave of Chinese investment overseas. Myself and my colleagues, we have seen the movie many times. We know how things go wrong and we know how things go right, and we generally know where these skeletons are hidden, which closets. So we are able to ensure that our clients successfully and safely complete their transactions, and also we can also make sure that they're able to run their operations in a safe manner in the long term as well.